How are we doing, folks? Good morning. All right, we're gonna try some Roach this morning is the plan. I think we're starting here. All threes with a cute one of Liamaga. Let's pop in here, huh? Quickly. How quickly can we lose out of diamond? Hey, Mega Corn Smack, thank you for the 27-month resub to start us off this morning. Appreciate that. I think I'm mulliganing a Convocation because I probably want a staff here. Looking for a Roach is also nice too. I'm really curious to see how Garden's Allure feels in this deck. Being able to control your hand size and never overdraw when you have access to it sounds really appealing. I'm 2 turns off of doing something useful with this, so I think I'm supposed to just play it. I guess I could just play 2 fairies and get chip shots in for them. That's probably not terrible. Smalls, thank you for the 2.5 years. I appreciate the resub. Welcome back. It's interesting that Garden's Allure also lets me just like cantrip cards like these when I want to on occasion too. It's nice. I think I'm chilling on the Karen. It could have also been possible to just use this to push damage this turn.
The spark of knowledge. How does one adopt?
Okay, so do I want to use this to push damage here? I don't think so. So next turn I'm going to drop to 7, and then this puts me to 8. I'm going to be able to push damage with this on Roach at some point in the future, so I don't think we're in a huge rush. And holding on to it in play has value with Bunkle and Bug Alert.
Tear this world of yours. Coming through. Boiled again, but not for me. I need an adult. Same time tomorrow?
Hey Jeff, I saw the video talking about the lack of data in Shadowverse. Do you think that's a problem or the lack of data drives innovation? I mean, if playing on the ladder is any indication, the lack of data definitely does not drive innovation.
I see. Fellowship.
My anecdotes is that the ladder has not been particularly varied this season. Especially every time I peek up into Diamond, it's like a majority of this Rune deck and Sword are the games that I play. My anecdotal experience is that the main delta or thing that's different about this game is that there's a lot of really hostile people who like to tell you that your subjective opinion is wrong. And their counterpoint is their vibes are better for whatever reason.
I give up.
I failed you.
This is deal 2 damage to something. I like that this is a one you can always play out. It's kind of sweet. I think I'm just churning cards here. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to fuse that with something. But I guess here we are then. Good to know that that's how that works, I guess. Well, that's super awkward. I think I'm not quite playing this yet because I don't want to overfill my hand here. I want the 0 from it, but I don't want to overfill my hand.
My students shine more than gold.
You're done for.
Create a richer future.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ambush from above, hit something at random. I'm gonna go Fairy Tamer into Lily, set you to 1. And then I'm gonna go Fairy. Let's evolve this, kill you,
Look away.
draw a card.
Where there's light, there's joy.
Ruined perfectly good materials.
Break the barrier, hit your thing. And I think I'm saving this fairy to try and get combo on this next turn, and we're setting up for like a turn 9 kill, I think, assuming we can find a bounce card. So I need to find either another bug alert or a.
Put her under the bridge. To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
I need to find either another bug alert or a staff. I do also need to not die this turn though. So how do we not die this turn? I think I'm gonna have to play a bailout. I think it's hit this here. And I think it's bail, kill this. And then I'm gonna super evo this, hit this. And then I'm gonna Lambert Cairn. And then I'm gonna Godwood Staff. I think I'm leaving them these other 2 for now. Sorry, I'm being a really bad content creator and not interacting with chat because this deck just has way too much attention span demand. So next turn I'm gonna let this run out while I count. Next turn, I need 6 energy to play this twice, which leaves me 3 energy to do other things. So I'm gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the third Roach is really interesting. The third Roach means, in theory, I could play 1, 2, 3 zeros, and then 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 is 15, 16, 17, 18. I could deal 19 with 3 Roaches. Head Crash, thank you for the 23 months. That guy in the corner, thank you for the almost 2.5 years. Does becoming a member on the YouTube side give access to Jeff's supported Discord? You know, it actually doesn't on that Discord server or on this channel currently, and I should fix that.
There are countless combinations.
Is my failure written in the stars?
That's a lot of ward. Oh, I don't think I can kill through that now, yeah? I might be able to, actually. Let's see how these go. Okay, and then... No, I'm gonna end up being short, right?
Let the light anoint my blade.
we're just super dead. I might be a liar that we're gonna play Roach today. I don't think we're gonna play Roach today. Watching this in practice, it seems incredibly impractical.
For my people. Coming through.
I don't know how we ever beat anything. There's just so much more. Norman is so good. We even hit pretty ideal. What's it called, right? We broke both their barriers. I'm gonna play the tournament. I'm gonna play the weekend tournament every weekend.
On to the next round.
You're ever supposed to use the second Roach to kill Norman's Fury? Absolutely fucking not. That's atrocious. Literally the only way you have to maybe win the game is actually kill your opponent. Spinning tires and having the Roach kill the Norman means you're 0% to win the game. Now I like maybe have a chance here because I hit them in the face last turn. They don't kill me, and now maybe I can kill them. So how do I fuse this thing? I click fuse. And we're probably dead, but we can give it the old college try here. Is that enough? Probably not. Rewarded for not using the Cairn at least. Yeah. Is Roach your favorite deck? I haven't played any Roach this season at all. We're actually end up 1 point short here, huh? That's unfortunate. If I hadn't panicked last turn, maybe we'd have had a shot. Maybe I should have waited a turn. Although I guess if I don't interact with their things last turn, I die. I'm happy Forest has more than one playable deck now, at least. Is that a fucking joke? I'm happy Forest has more than one playable deck. I'm not sure Forest has any playable decks at the moment. It had one playable deck last season. It's very unclear to me that we have any playable Forest decks this season. It's more than one. I needed a chuckle after that game. Norman there getting to flex on why he's just like the biggest upgrade possible to the rune deck, right? Like it was two barrier warded units that stopped me from killing them on a turn, and then it also healed them a bunch over the course of the thing. Yeah, Norman really feels like it should be a card that probably takes 2 Earth, right? So it's not splashable inside of that deck. By the way, I'd like to give a shout out. I've got pinned messages on each side. My longtime sponsor, Into the AM. We've got their little banner in the corner there. I've got a bunch of gift cards from them to give away. They make all the wonderful graphic shirts, other clothing you always see me wearing on stream. They've got a sale going on now through August 4th. You can find up to 70% off of different things on their website. Get a little bit extra off with my code Hoaglandia. And if you want a chance to get a $25 gift card for free, I've got 8 of those I'll be giving away Saturday night. You can enter by joining the Discord server and reacting to the post in the announcements channel there now. Hulk! Welcome to Hoaglandia's latest shillionaire. Thanks for watching so much over the last number of years. Let's make sure that trickle-down economy stays in action, and our next shillionaire will be that much more affordable at 999,721 shillings. All right, I'm not done losing with Roach yet. How do ranks work? What's after AA1? I think it's Masters after AA. Or They're listed in your profile. Ranks. How do ranks work? Yeah, after AA is Masters. So you get to 100,000 and then you're at Masters. There's 1, 2, 3 in all of them. Beginner, D, C. I guess they just didn't want an E rank. It's kind of weird that they didn't go E through A and they went A into AA. It's a weird numbering or lettering scheme. Hey, Dilski, thank you for the 19 months. Thanks for giving me a reason to check out new TCGs by playing them yourself. Yep. Alright, gamers, I'm going to try and roach a little bit more, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to be really interacting with chat during the games itself nearly as much. It's just way too difficult to try and play this deck and think through the permutations while also reading all of the things people are throwing at me. So I'm going to do my best to thank people for subs and catch up on messages in between games, but during the actual games, I'm going to be largely ignoring you lot. Apologies in advance. Oh, I would love to keep Fairy Tamer and a Roach against Rune. I'm going to mulligan these two, looking for a Staff or a Glade. Looking for ways to draw cards. This will be Tamer on 2, into Staff on 3, and to start drawing with Staff on 4. You queued into another Rune. In my experience playing in Diamond, there's not a ton of matchup variety right now. Rune and Sword are a majority of the games that I play. Onus, cool. Thank you for the over 5 years. Welcome back. Which goes back to someone was commenting earlier, does the lack of deck data in this game lead to more innovation? I think the answer is a resounding no. I think, and actually, it's an interesting anecdote. I think the lack of deck data leads to a lack of optimization, but not more innovation. Basically, what it means is I would wager the deck lists people settle on playing are likely less optimized than they would be in a game where you have more data available. So, as long as I play out 3 cards, I get to draw a card with the Godwood Staff. We have a Staff, we have a Roach, we have a Bunkle. I'm looking for something to I'm looking for something to allow us to draw into I'm looking for a 0. And honestly, I might just be fusing a Garden's Allure here. What are we fusing in here? I might want my mag in this game. I want to throw the extra Bunkle away. I'm gonna play this, and I think I'm gonna just play Major and Elf out. I'm just glad to see a streamer not playing Rune themselves. We never play Rune on this channel, basically. The only time we play Rune is when we're playing the all-in dirt build. Never climb. I find the climb deck kind of dry, personally. Bale is a wonderful draw. That means that they have a 0 to work towards as they murder bot my board. And I have Glade interface with their copy of Norman or the roommates this turn, which is nice. Let's see if they use an evolution here or not.
Create a richer future.
I need an adult.
I'm gonna have a fairy attack this. I'm gonna play this fairy out. I'm gonna Glade back up to 9 cards in hand. I'm gonna evolve this, which kills these 2. bump the barrier, kill this, and then now I want to fuse something into the Garden's Allure, because otherwise I'm going to brick a draw next turn, and I don't want to brick a draw. I think I want to keep my 1, so I'm probably fusing in the extra Lily. I think the Limaga has the potential to be useful. Let's get our chip shots in. So Limaga, we can play the turn before we're ready to combo to set her Super Evolve up to deal some extra damage to my opponent's Dome. Which is potentially very good for us.
Put her under the breach.
I failed you.
So I have a staff, so I shouldn't need to bug alert this game. I shouldn't need to bug alert my Roach, I should say.
How does one adult? Let Lily's magic guide you.
Hmm.
I'll get you next time.
I'm gonna overdraw if I don't use this. Oh, it's close. Might be right to keep that fairy.
Coming through, coming through. Wah!
Hey, Socio, thank you for the 84 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Well, that is literally the first time ever I've had the opponent's archetype play a freaking Odin against me. That's deeply unfortunate. That's probably fine, though, yeah? Let's draw a card. What if I set up for a kill next turn? I think that's very possible, yeah? This is gonna overdraw me. I'm pretty sure this was lethal, no? I mean, instead of you telling me it was lethal, you should explain how it was lethal. But you didn't do that. You were instead hostile and put me down, so take a break. There's like 6 different ways to play out my cards here. Were we lethal with the Super Evolve? We were probably lethal with the Super Evolve.
This homework's too hard.
Let the light anoint my blade. Don't look away.
You participating in the SVO tournament this weekend? I'm actually pretty disappointed with how they've handled the SVO tournament this weekend. It's really weird to me that they capped their event and that people got capped out of it.
All burnt out.
So I'm technically on the wait list for the big SVO tournament, but there hasn't been really... It isn't clear how the wait list is working or when people are checking in or if people are going to get in off it. And it's kind of weird to me that they capped their event at 1,000 people anyways. They actually capped it lower than that and increased the cap twice. And it's very, they severely underestimated their audience because like the 1,000-player cap, like they're putting up real prizes for this tournament. And like for reference, like a Pokemon Pocket community tournament with like a couple $100 in prizes was like regularly hitting 2,000 plus players for a free event. So like the fact that they capped it to 1,000 players and it's being run in client, it's so strange. They didn't even have a wait list for it to start. And I'm sure there's some explanation of how the wait list works, but their website is the website that they're using is a lot less clear and useful then. I don't understand. So the weird thing to me is that the tournament itself is apparently being run in client. And I don't understand why there's like this extra website to begin with instead of just having people join in client. Like they have a tournament mode in client, like for like the Grand Prix and stuff. Like all of this runs through here, so I don't understand. I don't understand why I can't just join it in here. I don't know why a start.gg registration website is there at all to begin with. I don't know why the third party. Yeah, they you had to like go register on a third party site and put your ID in there, and then the tournament organizer gave information to Cygames or something so specific IDs could register for the tournament. I'm gonna make a command for the tournament because I don't want to have to keep explaining that they didn't let everybody play that wants to play. I want to run a Twitch ad while I set this advert up. While I set this command up. Well, I just don't understand why they have a third party running it in general, and it's not just like being run inside of the client. Like it doesn't make any sense to me why are they running if the tournament's running inside the client to begin with, it should just like have no extra website involved at all. And I should just like players should just be like allowed to join inside of the client. Like why have a third party thing at all involved, and why have me go to a website to have it? Why can't it just be a thing that pops up in here like the Grand Prix and the other modes? And let me join that way. It seems like the thing that makes the most sense instead of making us join Discords and jump through a bunch of hoops. I was really surprised. Like when I saw they wanted you to register on start.gg, I assumed it was going to be like the pairings and stuff were up there like a typical third-party tournament. And I was like, oh, that's disappointing, but like I guess it makes sense. They don't think they can handle it in client. But then the tournament itself and Decla submission, everything was in the client anyways. And I was like, now I really don't understand why start.gg and this Discord server are involved. Why aren't we just doing it all through the client? Wait, are the pairings not through the client? Because people like submitted deck lists and stuff through the client. Are the pairings run through start? On start.gg it says it's run through. Okay, that was my understanding. My understanding was that it's running through the client. Yeah, it's very puzzling setup. And hopefully it's just a growing pain. And hopefully like the third party start or whatever with a wait list and a Discord and weird communication is like just not gonna be a thing in the future. They're just like gonna run it in the client because that's what makes sense, but very strange. My first kind of negative experience with Shadowverse for sure. I'm definitely mulliganing the bunk goal. Most Abyss decks that I've been playing in Diamond are the aggro deck, which means ambush from above and Mage Journey Elf, and even Lily should probably be pretty good here. Possible that they're playing the bigger mid-range control deck, obviously, but not a guarantee by any means. Dude Man Guy, thanks for that Prime support. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I think I'm just gonna keep my life total high and murder this. It's close though.
I am a keeper of memories.
Probably more mid-rangey based on this start.
Use me as
They could be aggro in theory, I suppose, but this usually means more mid-rangey, I think. My hand's kind of clunky. I think I want to churn some cards. I want to throw the Mage Journey Elf into the Fused here. We'll draw 2, and then I'm going to go Fairy into Mage Journey, tag this, and then finish with this. What does mid-range means? Mid-range means your deck is neither super fast or super controlling. It's kind of in the middle. Mid-range decks are the aggro deck against a control deck, and they're the control deck against an aggro deck. If that delineation makes sense. Or kind of modal is the way to think about it.
What's today's happy little surprise? Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you.
Alright, let's do this. My extra play point's gonna be resetting here, so I might play this fairy out. Or I'm gonna Convocation now. Convocation puts you up to 7 cards in hand. I draw to 8. This puts me to 9. Yeah, that's fine. None of these can attack their face. We have 2 bunkles, which is not terrible because I probably want to use a bunkle to bounce. I probably want to use a bunkle to bounce this.
I should have practiced more.
I'd like to go tap you, Glade,
Dons his mask.
evolve the Glade, kill these.
Fellowship. This is a breeze.
And we'll play this out so we don't overdraw next turn. With this being bounced, it can turn into a 0 for us. I don't currently have a second Roach. Morning, Pearson. Watched yourself many moons ago with Magic. First time catching you live. Recently got back into competitive card games. I've been enjoying Shadowverse. Nice. Yeah, Shadowverse is, honestly, I've said a number of times. It really reminds me of Magic before Wizards of the Coast and Wizards of the Coast things.
Not the end.
I don't want to push a bunch of damage this turn. Is that crazy? I think I want to just kill them.
The world is full of splendor.
Pick this back up. These can't attack anything yet, but they're down to 13 now. And then
You will take my hand. Stop, you're scaring me. You will be mine forever. Same time tomorrow?
I am keeper of memories.
Upon the blue rose.
So I have 9 energy I have 12 energy altogether. I'd need to play out 12, so I can play 4, 5. So 5. That would be 10. I don't have anywhere near lethal this turn. I think I have to do this now.
Mask.
The double bit's not terrible.
Feel what you can't see or touch. This is a breeze.
Morning already?
I was gonna go ahead and bounce this because it gets these bales ticking down in my hands.
A fleeting dream. A careful deception.
I failed you.
I want to get these bales down to free. Do I die next turn? If I leave this in play? Probably.
Shame.
Hey, thanks for the Prime Evan, and thanks for the support on Metafy.
You will take upon the blue rose.
Forest guard dons his mask.
Alright, Godwood gives me another thing next turn, which is nice. I think we do this, and then the hope is that we can try and kill... Can we try and kill next turn? So next turn I have 11, obviously. This attack doesn't really matter, because they're going to heal 2 from this. I'm going to have 11. I'm able to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is 5, this is 6, and then 7. That's only 13, right?
Be cleansed.
I failed you.
Please, use me as you see fit. I need an adult.
You did this to me. Put her under the breach. Young Paragon
Upon the
dons
blue
his
rose.
mask.
That's a third Roach. That's gotta be lethal, yeah? So I can play 2 energy worth of things and then 3 Roaches? Alright, this is definitely a vibes-based lethal, but here we go.
Let the light anoint my blade.
Of course.
Let the light anoint my blade. I leave the rest to you.
The vibe was wrong? The vibe was wrong. I should sit down and count.
For my people. What's today's happy little surprise?
A bunch of stuff on the board at least. Oh, I technically should have bounced the smaller one, yeah. That's fine. They're probably all dying anyways, but technically speaking, should have bounced the third one.
Is my failure written in the stars? You did this to me. Was my failure written in the stars? Put her under the breach.
Is Bug Alert lethal? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems good.
That's totally unfair.
Lofty view.
We're on a 2-match win streak, fumbling around here. None of these have been neither of those were particularly clean kills. They weren't like super well counted and executed, but our chip shots added up. It's one of the sloppiest Forest Craft I've played this year.
I long for sights unseen.
Swordcraft. Alright, let's do it, huh? Ambush from above and Fairy Convocation and Bale all sound great in my opener here. Just want to try and make sure we don't get run out of the game. Fairy Tamer sounds lovely too, honestly. This might be a burn the play point early, drop Fairy Tamer on one angle. Although Godwood Staff changes that dynamic. Okay, so I think what I'm actually doing now is I'm going to Fairy Convocation on 1. And now my plan is I'm going to play point Godwood Staff on 2. And then we'll double Fairy into Ambush from above on 3.
At your service.
I want to churn cards with this before they can Odin it. Draw a bunch here. Oh my god, this Ambush from above might be the most aptly named Shadowverse card I've ever played.
Tactical retreat! Tag, tag! Same time tomorrow? Night.
That felt pretty good, gamers.
What's today's happy little surprise? Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Be cleansed.
Be cleansed. So, in the previous format, you wouldn't typically want to play out a second Godwood Staff. However, Odin existing kind of changes that dynamic a little bit, yeah?
We have plenty of sleep.
I have more incentive to want to play out another one.
Let Lily's magic guide you.
I see.
But I think I'm trading Lily
There's joy.
with the Bane.
Smile.
And then we'll trade this one into here.
Satisfied.
Ooh, that's a good catch. We could have traded a fairy with the 1/1 before playing the ambush to keep a fairy on the board. Yeah, that's a good sequence to call out.
Godwood staff. Awaken. Tag.
Oh, that fairy was there from last turn. Look at that. Details, details.
A harmony of death and destruction.
Roar, O thunder!
That is an aggressive Gildari. I mean, I guess they do need to kill me, right? So I suppose being aggressive makes sense. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this, set this to 1.
Guide you.
I'm gonna evolve this, kill this.
Look away.
Where there's light, there's joy.
Balance changed.
Smile.
And I'm gonna fuse a Garden's Allure into my Garden's Allure, yo dog, because I'm drawing 2 cards here and then 1 for the turn, so now I don't overdraw.
Be cleansed. Be cleansed.
God, this card is such a good addition to this deck. Because, like, I really need a Roach, so...
My oath is fulfilled.
Let's play a game. How does one adult?
Land beyond beckons.
Oh... Use you. Wait, I can only fuse 1 card per turn? How did I not know that? I can't fuse again this turn? That's good to know, I suppose. Today I learned.
How does one
Actually makes this card less good, but still pretty fun.
be cleansed? Be cleansed. Pierce through the heart
Oh, I confused more than one card at a time. Okay. I think that distinction is really stupid. That is a, I mean, I guess tactically it's different. But it's a really, really strange distinction.
Forest guard dons his mask.
Because of things like Ancient Canon, sure. Yeah, I guess that technically... Well, with Ancient Canon, you're getting a new card, because the artifacts change. The artifacts change in your hand. Alright, so I'm doing this. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna stop interacting with chat again for a second here, because I need to make sure I'm not overdrawing. I do this to deal a damage. I'm gonna play this, so I'm drawing cards, and then I need to fuse 2 things into here so I don't overdraw. I'm gonna put the Godwood Staff in, and this one in. Heal for Albert. I do need to heal for Albert, don't I? Good call.
Be cleansed. Be cleansed.
That means I've used 1 too many cards.
Soldiers, lend me your courage. We fear the dark because it let me aid you.
Let this be the war to end all wars.
Failed you.
Alright. Let the vibes hit the board, gamers. I need a bug alert. Kill one of these, right?
My oath is fulfilled.
Let the light
I did not need to bug alert kill one of those. I have Bunkle. Yep.
let the light anoint my blade.
I see. My oath is fulfilled.
For my people.
I can see.
Do you think my opponent felt safe when they put out 3 ward units that barriered all of them? Do you think they felt warm and fuzzy? And we're like, I've got this Roach player.
Lofty view. I long for sights unseen.
Medium rare.
I'm full mulliganing looking for, like, staff, right? Looking for staffs and glades. Bale, too, honestly. Looking for, like, zeros and roaches and everything else I buy. I'm gonna play a Majority Elf on one and attack them a couple of times with it.
Don't. Please hit. What's today's
I'm gonna get bodies on the board, poking them, pressuring them to need to heal, and then bodies on the board also make Bale cheaper in the long run.
Please hit.
Oh dear.
I mean, they're still not playing the roommates next turn, so let's put some more out here and attack some more. They could engage this, spend their play point, and then use Sage Light. But I think if they use their play point to do that, that's a win for me.
Hit.
Oh dear.
Will I regret using this bunkle to cycle this. Will I regret using this bunkle to cycle this? Probably. I can always do it later. It really just depends on if I were to draw another bunkle or not.
Ready, Graham? Right behind you, Anne.
All right. Here's the roommates.
It's not an option. Same time tomorrow?
Put her under the reach.
That is not the Glade I wanted for Christmas. I think I'm gonna sit on the other two here just because they enable ambush cleanly. But obviously we're not attacking into this one that's going away.
Ready, Graham? Right behind you, Anne. Same time tomorrow?
Alright, really need a copy of Glade here. Really need a copy of Glade here. Oh, the rune deck is so fucked up, chat.
Let the light anoint my blade.
I see.
Defeat is not an option. Ah!
No!
Caught us off guard.
Let's play a game tag! Same time tomorrow? No!
Caught us off guard.
Don't worry, chat. I've got them on the ropes. They're at 13. Assuredly, there would never be a way for them to heal, like, I don't know, double digits worth. That would never happen, right?
Freedom is a poisonous swamp.
Alright, first time ever playing this card out.
Don't look away.
The law will flay weakness from slice.
I don't know. She looks pretty okay here, and the Gooners at home are excited, so maybe we'll do something. Them taking 4 points of damage from this Super Evo is not nothing, and keeping the board stalled here is not nothing.
My students shine more than gold.
None shall escape the lash of my flame.
There are countless combinations.
Oh, heal 8, huh? Interesting. Okay, so this is 8 total, and then I get 3 extra, meaning I can play this, this, and this. And that's 3, 4. So this is 5, 6. I can only deal 12 here. Which, like, under normal circumstances would have been fine. But unfortunately,
The world is full of splendor.
so I'm gonna go ambush from above, hit this,
Ruined perfect.
Roach, hit you, Bugler. Roach. Hit you. That's all I can do. And then I assume we're cooked from here.
The spark of knowledge.
Oh, that's neat. You gained 4 again? That's totally reasonable.
The spark of knowledge.
I walk the fivefold path. Out of my way.
They should have created golems. It's really funny that you suggest they should have created golems when we would have killed them through the golems. I'm gonna go back and count it here, but I'm pretty sure if they don't heal 8, they die. Let's go back and double count just to see if you're right or wrong. My gut says you're wrong. Because I had a what's it called? I had a fairy and a bunkle. Maybe if they make 2 golems, I think I could have killed them through 2 golems. It would have been 8. It would have been 8 less life.
Long for sights unseen.
Medium rare. Or well done.
How does one adult?
So it was this turn. So if they would have made 2 golems and left themselves at 8. If they're going 2 golems and left themselves at 8, I would have had 11 resources. I think if ambush from above hits right, we would have been good. So they would have had 2 bunkle plus fairy kills 1. I guess I can't get through both of them, right? So it's the same difference. Bunkle plus fairy kills 1. If ambush from above clears both of them, could I have? If they would have had 2, I could have RNG'd into it, right? Because I could have this, and I could play 1, 2, 3 of these. So if these hit the golems and not Norman, we kill through them, right? Because let's say we ambush from above and we break the 2 shields, and then fairy hit plus bug alert kills 1 and baby carbuncle kills the other. Yeah, so they would have died if they made 2. They could have died if they would have made 2 golems, and it wasn't possible for them to die if they healed. So healing is definitely the right play there for them. Thumbs, thank you for the over 5 years of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Let's throw the deck list up on the screen. We haven't fallen out of diamond yet. We're 3 on a 3-1 streak, so let's go ahead and play some more with this when we return. Thanks everybody for hanging out this morning. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side, you're enjoying the content, make sure you tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the videos reach some more people. If you want a chance to get some freebies, by the way, chat, my longtime sponsor, Into the AM, I've got $200 worth of $25 gift cards. They make all the wonderful graphic shirts, other clothing you see me wearing every day here on stream. Make a lot of great stuff. You can pop in the Discord server and react in the announcements channel to be entered to get one of those, and be giving those away on Saturday night. Does this feel as bad as we thought, or could it be worse? It feels fine. Slow future, thank you for the 33. I think my knee-jerk reaction of unplayable is probably not correct, but definitely a bit worse than last season. I think your rune matchup last season was serviceable or even good. I think I would say the rune matchup was good by the end of last season. And I would be surprised if your rune matchup is still good. I think the rune matchup swung from good to winnable but not great. Do you plan to do a meta report and deck tier list after this weekend's tournament? Yeah, I'm gonna do a new deck tier list after the weekend tournament. I'm curious to see what kind of data we get from the weekend tournament. Are we gonna get all of the decks, or some of them, or just the top small amount? This weekend's data at a minimum is going to be a little muddy though, like I talked about, because it's the tournament format for this weekend for their big tournament's really weird. It's a 2-deck format where people are only playing best of one, and you choose one of the 2 decks you submitted for each round of best of one. While also being open deck lists. So like, you know, you could theoretically have people with 2 decks in the top 64 or went undefeated who literally never played one of their 2 decks, right? They submitted sword or rune plus a bad deck, and then like literally never played the bad deck and only played the stock good one. Mageologist, thank you for the 37 months. Welcome back. I think second Lymaga could be a good call over Garden's Allure. It seems to be locking up. See, I think you're high if you think I should cut a Garden's Allure. I think Garden's Allure is the singular biggest gain this deck had. And I think it's some huge bunk that you should cut it. It solved one of your singular biggest problems, which is having to burn things for the sake of just playing to the board consistently. Also, that last game against Druid, we played Lymaga, and she looked fine, I guess, but she also did not remotely win us the game, right? Was like not enough to overcome their good cards. Lawyer Lewis, thank you for the 26 months. Welcome back. So in general, making changes to your deck to hedge a matchup that's still bad at the cost of the other matchups is usually bad deck building. Like, honestly, here, I think I'm gonna fuse something into here. This is an underrated use of it, too. You just, like, churn through stuff, right? Like, don't need that card in this matchup. Let's keep the cards flowing here. Am I cairning to bunkle the cairn? I don't think so.
Me? Are you sure?
How do you win the Wardhaven matchup? You probably just don't. But I also think that's fine. I don't think having an unwinnable ward matchup is disqualifying, considering the fact that the ward deck has not been popular. And the difference between me and the average Twitch chatter at home is I can acknowledge a matchup's not been popular while I'm playing against it and not lose my mind. Lymaga seems pretty mediocre here, right? I think I'd rather have Lily to try and cut through their stuff. I'm either fusing Lymaga or Lily, and I think it's Lymaga.
There's no salvation for me or anyone.
Be gone with you.
Leave me alone.
I failed you.
Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you.
I see.
mean, if there was ever gonna be a draw that gives us a shot here, it probably involves 3 copies of Bale.
You are safe here.
If we were gonna have a shot, it probably looks like this.
I should have practiced more.
Rest.
You may.
Fairy Convocation's actually incredible here, yeah. Because it means I can start getting all these cheaper.
Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you. Let's play a game.
Don't look away.
Where there's light, there's joy. Smile. Tag. I'll always watch over you. Tag.
Ideally, I want a staff at some point.
Fate's head will roll.
Odin in the Ward deck is interesting. They got rid of that, which lets me push damage. Are they trading here? Okay. I think that's fine for me.
Let's play a game.
I don't think I want this ambush from above, and I think I want to draw 2 cards here, so I'm going to go ahead and fuse that in here. That's a lovely pull.
Dogwood staff. Awaken.
How likely are we to kill them next turn? I think the answer is pretty likely, right?
The world is full of splendor.
I guess they could have another Odin.
What's today's happy little surprise? Be cleansed.
Yeah, I guess Aether could be an Odin too.
Fate's head will roll.
Okay, and with them killing the staff with the second Odin, we just push back the timeline of killing them, right?
This is it.
We're gonna go for it in 2 turns instead of next turn.
Victory is mine.
Same time tomorrow?
Can we still kill next turn? I guess I have a lot of zeros, yeah? Oh, and I guess this hits their face. Maybe I do still kill them, actually.
Let's play a game.
Fuck, I've taken chat now.
Same time tomorrow?
Okay, I'm just gonna go for it and hope that we were right.
Let the light anoint my blade.
Land beyond beckon.
Let the light anoint my blade.
Oh, we've been sloppy.
I see.
Fuck you, chat. This is why you should never listen to chat. I'm sure there was a lethal in there. I just shouldn't have. I just shouldn't have started. I needed to figure out my line before the turn and not just go into it half-cocked. I easily missed 2 points of damage, right? Yeah, the timer is just too short. I need to plan beforehand. And now I'm just 0%. Never winning this game.
Dogwood staff. Awaken.
We'll play a couple of turns, but this game is over. All right, I'm gonna go back and count through what was actually that turn.
I was foolish, wasn't I?
I'm gonna go back and count through what was actually lethal that turn. It's not about playing the cards physically faster. It's about counting. You have to count before you start the turn because you don't have time to count with the aggressive timer. I'm pretty sure we had the board space if I would have sequenced it better. I missed at least 1 point.
I long for sights unseen.
My wings.
I also could have attacked one of my... I also could have attacked one more of my fairies into their face. So... God, the replay feature is so good. So... I have 9, I have 12 total energy, with the wrinkle being I have to bunkle the Roach. And with 12 total energy, 8 energy is dedicated to these. 8 total energy is dedicated to these two, meaning I have 4 extra energy left over. Yeah, I could have played Fairy, Fairy, Fairy Conclave, plus another Fairy is 4. And then those 3 fairies disappear into this. And then I could have cracked this onto here to hit them for 3 to the face down to 14. And then I could have played Bale, which takes a board space. The problem is I need, the problem is that I need the board space to play these out, right? It's actually, for each one of these I can play, it's 2 more damage to their face, right? So I thought my mistake was attacking with one of these into here and the other one into the face. I actually needed to attack both of these into here, right? So what I needed to do was I needed to do attack this here, and then we play 4 cards here. All 3 fairies can attack into here. And then no, because I can't play the bunkle before. That would have given me a clean board. And then I could have played 3 bales out. So it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this was 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, I actually had a full 20 here. And the mistake was I needed to full clear my board so I had room for the bales, because I can't bounce the bales with the bunkle because the bunkle's my bounce for the Roach. So the lethal line here is this hits here, this hits here. We play 2 fairies, they clear here. We Fairy Conclave plus play the fairy, it hits here. That gives me an empty board other than the cairn. Then these are all free, and I can play 1, 2, 3 bales. Then at that point, I've played 7 cards, and I've spent 4 energy out of 9. And then this plays Rhine Roach, which has 8 points. It gets a 9th from this, leaving me space to bunkle and 2 energy left. I hit them for 9. The bunkle comes down. It bounces the Roach. It gives me energy back when I super evo it, and then the second one is 10. Sorry, it's only 19. It's 9 and then 10. So keeping this alive actually cost me. So we had lethal from this position. I could deal 19. Okay. love the backseaters that are giving me algebra equations. Like, the algebra equation is something I've never thought of before, and their brain is huge. Like, yes, you are correct. You could technically do algebra to see it. The problem is, it's not just like that last game is such a good example of why the people are like, just know the algebra equation, Jeff, are so very silly, because this deck isn't just plug in an algebra equation to see if your numbers are lethal. You also have to manage the board space on top of the algebra equation. So yeah, there's a plug it in there, but the problem wasn't the basic math that like my 5th grader could do or my kindergartner could do. The problem was that I needed to manage board space on top of doing that, and I had to do all of it inside of a 60-second timer. It's so super reductionist when people are like, derp, just know the math equation, Jeff. It's not hard. The forest deck is so easy. It's you have to know the equation, which is very clean and easy and obvious, and then you also have to manage the board space, and then you have to do all of that inside of 60 seconds. Captain Frost, thank you for the 16 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Let's play a game. The currents. I need sleep.
All right, Aggro Dragon Gamers, time to race.
Frost blooms in my dominion.
Them not attacking me this turn is lovely. I appreciate that.
Forest guard dons his mask.
Is this it, chat? Is this the Limaga matchup the legends have foretold of? Is she about to be great?
Start with the
Oh my god, the merman is so good.
too slow.
Why is he so good?
Sardine swing.
I failed you.
Sardines are so rude.
Stay close, Otohime.
Them not burning an evolution there seems super wrong, yeah? Oh.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Feel like I can't take forever here is the problem. I don't have a good line to build towards lethal, really. I feel like passing here is wrong. Part of me wants to just like throw a roach at their face and like bunkle it back. I feel like I'm gonna die before I can use all these evolutions.
My kung fu.
For Otohime.
A little kind.
Yeah, I fucked up. I should have put a bunch of pressure on the board. Honestly, I might have even been right to just put a Limaga out. I assume we're dead next turn. I'm gonna evolve. I'm gonna heal a life so we don't die to Bruce, but
Freedom is a poisonous swamp.
Don't look away.
how big is Bruce? Bruce is only 9, right?
Play weakness from your flesh.
Bruce is 9, yeah? Or he's 6, so with the super evolution he's 9. So he can't kill Limaga. I'm dead to Fortnir or whatever her name is though. Can't play around that. I should have played her last turn. If I would have played her last turn, I should have gone with my gut. I should have done her or a big roach to set up for lethal the following turn.
One strike fatality.
For Otohime.
Yeah.
Goes a long way.
That one wasn't a big combo mistake. That one was my guy should have gone with my gun. I needed to put enough pressure into play to threaten to kill them the following turn. They messed up by not pressuring me, and then I made the same mistake back. Wobber Jackie, thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate that. Captain Frost, thank you for the 16. Good morning, good morning.
Can we not?
Abyss. Abyss is a tough one to mulligan, because, like, if they're a control deck, I really want this, but they're not a control deck. It's real bad. We're cooked. Now we're fine. Nobody panic. I'm not panicking, you're panicking. I'll take your finest ambush from above, please. Sedge. Anybody else having a bat problem?
Here to spread the love.
I need an adult.
I think I just want to minimize how much damage I take here, right? I think it's just this, into this.
Then we can be together. Be still.
So rude. So rude.
Forest guard dons his mask.
Please hit.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna evolve here and use this to kill it, just because I don't think we're living. I don't think this game's going on 4 more turns after this one. Honestly, I probably should have used the Karen to hit them for an extra one here.
Deity, beast, all
I need an
hunks
adult.
of meat.
Now I'm annoyed.
Yeah, I'm happy with my.
Save the place for you at my dinner table.
Happy with that decision making.
Forest guard dons his mask. Don't look away. Fellowship.
On to the next hunt.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
No storm unit. No storm unit. Ugh.
You are beneath me.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
I failed you. The world is full of splendor.
This is not the end.
Let Lily's magic guide you. Let's play a game. Tag.
Can't get out of Odin Super Evo range, unfortunately.
Please, use me as taste the flames of our fury.
That's also lethal.
My end will never come.
Exactly lethal.
Fury, give me
This is new.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think there's a good chance this deck is B tier at the absolute best. It definitely feels markedly worse than last season.
I long for sights unseen. Can we not? I wasn't built for combat.
And I'm only gonna assuming they're the aggro build. Roach seems very dependent on opponents. No, I just had a stand up with Roach this morning, and I said if we remain agile, we were gonna hit all of our KPIs this season. But then we ran a little bit short on time, and I said we were gonna have to circle back around to it later. Which is my way of corporate speaking to you, saying if you want to be constructive or critical of something, you should be specific about it rather than being vague and saying Roach depends on opponents. So what does that mean? What does depends on opponents mean? Are you saying it feels like it has a lot of matchup variance, or... I was going to be more specific, but I'm typing slowly. Pro tip. You can write complete thoughts and not press enter after every 5 words you type in Twitch chat.
bye-bye now.
What matchups are good for Roach this set? I don't know if good matchups exist. Your good matchup was Rune last season, but with Norman being added to the game, I don't know if that's true anymore.
Please, use me as you see fit. Let's play a game. How does one adopt? Of course.
I'm here to spread the love.
Same time tomorrow? Godwood staff, awaken!
I am keeper of names. Now I'm annoyed. What? You think I shine too brightly?
As a millennial, you cannot force me to type in complete thoughts I refuse. Just be a zoomer and use ChatGPT to make complete thoughts for you.
Forest guard dons his mask. I see. Fellowship.
Deity, beast, all
I failed you.
powers of
You are
me.
beneath me.
Saved a place for you at my dinner table.
Drawing 2 here.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Am I Mage Journey elfing? I think I am. I think I am. I think I am.
To the next
Be
hunt.
cleansed!
The problem here is I don't know that I'm getting 2 more turns. I don't think I can kill them next turn.
Fate's head will roll.
My end will never come.
Victory is mine.
And then I'm just beyond dead to another thing next turn, right? Like they have 5 points of damage sitting on the board. They just need 2 more. I have no way to heal. It doesn't even matter if they have Odin, right? Like just like literally any range of cards kill me.
Freedom is a poisonous swamp.
Why does this card not heal me? People have been talking about this card being good, by the way. You know what I would have a chance here? If I was playing my Roach deck from last season, and this was the stupid ward that killed something and gained me 2 life, I might have a shot here. Not a guaranteed shot, but we wouldn't have been guaranteed to win the game, but we wouldn't have been 0%. I wouldn't have lost to this, right? They would have needed something more. I would have been at 9 with the giant ward thing. They would have needed a destroy target thing on top of it. Alright, I don't know that I'm ready to give up on this yet, but at a minimum, my evaluation of Limaga and the people getting mad at me for calling her bad are very dumb. That evaluation seems on point. She had one okay game against Rune, and then we still died because Rune is busted. We played two Aaron last season, and she was consistently very good. I don't know that we need 2 this season. Just because, like, we have Garden's Allure. Honestly, maybe Garden's Allure is more of a reason to play 2, because you can mulligan the second one. Limaga is good only against Rune and Sword. I mean, Crystal and Frostward is pretty good against Sword as well. Limaga is legitimately reasonable against Kuan. But she also demands a super evolution, which makes your bunkles a little bit more awkward too. Rebel Yellow, thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. All right, I'm gonna stew on what card I want to cut for the second Aaron Crystal forward while these adverts roll. So you're ready for hanging out? Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, tap the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps the content reach some more people. I appreciate the folks that have done that already today. I should put the poll up over there. This helps people find the button. Limaga is going to make Forest great again. I mean, it would have to have been great in the first place to become great again, yes? Limaga has legs. She sure does. This is the same person that gave me the buzzwords earlier, right? Telling me that their pocket meta is different and I should build the deck different because of it. Yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here. You're a bad culture fit. Josh P, thank you for the 29 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. The pocket meta knows so much. The card game changed, but the card gamer is referencing an imaginary pocket meta stays the same. Garden's Allure is the type of card that people love to cut in card games, and you're basically always wrong when you cut it. Garden's Allure is a card that smooths your variance and helps you mitigate low rolls, and people love to cut cards that make them more consistent. And Garden's Allure is also a card that's fine to draw in multiples because you can fuse the second one in and draw 2, and they always just draw a card. Yeah, honestly, I think it's one of the ones. I don't know if it's Bug Alert. I like being able to Bug Alert the Kieran back. I think it's Maid Journey or Ambush from Above. Probably Maid Journey. Chief Corn Beef, thank you for the 2 years of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the regulars. Who wants some sweet free clothing? Make sure you pop out into the Discord server. We've got a giveaway going for 8 $25 into the AM gift cards. I'm going to be picking winners for those Saturday night. Be sure to check that out. But do you think Forest needs to be a viable deck? I have no idea. It needs some actual pushed cards.
I long
Feels like you don't have anything that's individually powerful.
Much to discuss.
Needs legendaries that don't suck. I keep this for some early interaction. I keep this for a 0. We'd like a staff, though. Tokyo Whirlwind, thank you for the over 5.5 years. Welcome back. There's the staff. Lovely, lovely. Lost Axiom, thank you for the 3rd of a year. All right, so I think my plan here is play point the staff out on 2, and then we'll Convocation to double fairy, draw a card, extra card on 3.
Only ransom I take is blood.
Godwood staff, awaken! Change doesn't scare me anymore. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Same time tomorrow? Be
Never
cleansed.
forgive.
for you, dear. I would give anything.
Oh. That clears the board, right? That's nice. Ambush from above was a solid pickup for this deck, too.
Same time tomorrow?
Take my life.
My strength cleansed.
Did you break down the archetypes for this game? This game's archetypes follow traditional card game archetypes to a T. There's aggro, mid-range, combo, and control.
Trajectory. Calculated. Possibility.
The world has to spin on its
We are currently playing a combo control deck.
I see.
We interact with the opponent's board a bunch with cards like Glade here, while drawing cards, while starting to build up slowly to our Roach combo.
The warmth of darkness escapes us all.
You think Psy Games will do balance passes on this? It feels like it's seeding it with Runecraft. Yeah, Runecrafted Sword probably needs some touches.
This might hurt.
They did balance passes in their previous game.
This kitten's got claws.
I failed you.
Our hands actually set up relatively okay here with the asterisk. With the asterisk, they could be killing this with their Odin at some point. feel like I want to try and set up a decent turn here.
Let Lily's magic guide you.
I have another Super Evo and another Bunkle.
Master.
And oh my god, fuck! I keep forgetting I can only fuse once per turn. That's fine. My hand's pretty reasonable, but I definitely wanted to draw a card here.
Be cleansed.
I'm gonna burn 2 cards now. You tried out a Rose Forest Craft deck. Yeah, she's unplayable.
I should have practiced more. Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
This gives up an energy or a point of damage next turn, but I think I want to play Glade out here.
Forest guard dons his mask.
I'm gonna fuse the extra Bunkle. Okay, I'm gonna use my countdown timer to think about my play next turn. I have 8, 9, up to 12 energy, meaning I can play 4 things in addition to my Rhine Roaches and my Baby Bunkle. And my Bunkle can bounce this, and I can play this, so I can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7, so I could do 8 into 9, which is 17, 18, 19, plus the Bunkle. I believe I can 20 them next turn without having any of these in play. Let's just count that again. So Bunkle does this, bounces this, we play these 2, and then this is 2 energy for 2 cards. And this is 2 energy for 2 cards, which is, that's 4 out of my 12.
Don't miss.
Activating auxiliary engines.
It's a lot of ward gamers.
I failed you.
Well, that changes the math. Oh. I think we're just dead.
The world is full of splendor.
Take some game actions here.
Let's play a game. Same time tomorrow? Same time tomorrow?
Let the light anoint my blade.
Be cleansed.
And I'm just dead on board.
I was foolish. wasn't I?
Alright. How to play a deck that doesn't suck for a little while. We've demoted to Sapphire, so we've successfully accomplished what we expected Forest Craft to do, so let's play something that's hopefully a little bit less bad. I think it's unlikely that I play more Roach this season. We had a handful of games in there that I could have won with better play, but a lot of those games just felt like that last one where we just like got completely outclassed by new cards. I don't know. It's probably serviceable and you can win games if you really love it, but it does not feel remotely powerful. Delete all my Forest Craft stuff for the season. Did Fairycraft feel better than regular Roach? The Fairycraft aggro deck felt okay, but it's still not good. You can see a highlight with the Fairycraft aggro deck. It just, like, runs out of gas real quick. Sometimes it runs people over, though. Roach is a top-tier deck. Fuck you. Get out of my chat. And that's so fucking insulting too. It's a top tier deck, but it's hard to pilot. What a somewhat polite way to just be like, no, Jeff, you don't understand. You just suck shit. Nothing constructive or specific about any of the games that we lost or lines or anything like that. Just, you should get good. Please never watch my content again. What a fucking gamer. Yes, Forest Craft is really good in top tier. That's why every other game that you play when you're in Diamond is against Runecraft and Sword. It's because you mostly only play against Runecraft and Sword because Roach is really good. You know what you should start doing, gamers? Whenever you see people placing Roach in tier 1, you should ask them why that's not the deck that they're grinding with. They put Roach in tier 1 and you should be like, oh, that's interesting. Why don't you play that deck all the time? Natterjack, thank you for the 7 years. I appreciate it. Welcome back. And I'm gonna ramp some people. This has been my comfort food this season. Can you explain this game real quick? Yeah, each player has 20 defense. You play cards on the board and you attack your opponent's cards or you attack their life total. And when their life total reaches 0, they lose. You gain 1 energy per turn like Hearthstone or Marvel Snap. Double Dragon Side's pretty good here. Like to get my ramp on. If you're interested in picking this game up, you've watched me play other card games before, I would absolutely recommend just playing through the tutorial. It has one of the best tutorials in the game. One of the best tutorials in the space. I think I'm saving these to draw a card. If we reach overflow, which means 7 max play points, these draw, so I take a couple of hits from this, but Neptune's gonna help me recover my life back, so I don't mind taking a couple of chip shots early here.
This homework's too hard.
Homework time confirms that our opponent is playing the spell boost deck. It's pretty common for spell boost decks these days to be playing a bunch of Earthright, because Norman's a very good pickup. You have to kill the opponent's monster before you can attack their health/shield. You do not unless they have a mechanic called Ward, but there's also an asterisk that usually it's correct to clear your opponent's board out. The general gameplay loop in this game is you trade boards back and forth, and then eventually when something sticks, that player wins the game, or they execute some kind of big combo. So, like, this unit has a mechanic called Ward, so they have to attack this one before they hit my face. And now Neptune gives us this permanent crest that whenever we summon a fish, we get to gain a life for the rest of the game, so keep our life total nice and buffed up here. Our hand's only okay at this point, but like I mentioned, I was saving these Soaring Ivory Dragons earlier. They're going to draw cards for us. This card's been very impressive to me in the games that I played with it. It's good against aggro early for playing to the board. In these mid-range and control matchups, you hold it till late to draw cards. Draw a card with this to start. See what we get. Those. Let's draw another card. Well then. Hey, this gives me 10 energy next turn, which is nice. And it evolves itself so I can attack here. Seems fine. This is their Kuon turn we're going into. Have you tried Fede? Fede is trash. She's like the textbook definition of a win war card. Apparently our deck is all Lufangs. I mean, they at least get frisky when they get on the board. They don't need evolutions to do it.
Ready, Graham? Right behind you, Anne.
Oh, the blue, red, and green numbers. So green is how much energy it costs to play, or play points. This is their attack, this is their defense. So this card costs me 5, and it says 3 and 3. How do you feel about Swordcraft? I think Swordcraft is in contention with Rune for best deck in the current metagame.
Start with the basic fish stats.
I want to keep my life total high, so I'm going to spend these fish to allow me to punch this. This dies to an onion, but that's what it is. Sword's actually been more popular that I've played against anecdotally, just because,
Dragon never forgets.
just because it plays games a little bit faster, I think. Just tends to be better for letters. The way this game is angling so far, if we find a Twilight Dragon, it's probably a super Evo target for us. Really need to, like, draw some more gas. It's very appropriate to be talking about Sword being more popular because it's appropriate to be talking about Sword being more popular because it's faster as my Rune opponent sits here deep in the tank.
Transcending time.
Crawl like the vermin you are.
It feels like one of those, we traded with runes for 10 turns and then died games. Have you played this deck much against Rune? Because most of your games against Rune with this deck, you trade with them a bunch and then you kill them. That's just how this matchup plays. think I trade Super Evo for Super Evo here. I probably should have drawn cards first.
May your punishment bring calm. This will not stand.
Into the night.
You know, Roach. Coming through! Coming through! Wah!
But Lennon would have been nice earlier. Yeah, burning a Super Evolution here means I can't Evo a Dragon and a Burnite. Which is a little sad. So next turn, potentially like Garyu plus Felenin or Odin plus Felenin.
Will transform your skills.
I give up. Yeah.
22, yep. Might just Odin their face. I guess I could use Felenin to clear their board. We could draw for Burnite, maybe? I don't know that I'm playing Burnite this turn, but I'm probably playing this, so I might as well do it to start. I dislike using Felenin's spell to not make their stuff cost one more, but I think it's where I'm at on this board.
Witness my kung
None can escape the dominion of frost.
This destroys damage to enemy followers. It's just sad that we're not slowing down their Coyote's turn with it. Our lack of Burnite here is probably the thing that gets us.
The clouds will know what hit 'em.
The more I play and talk about this deck and hear stuff from other folks at home, I think this deck might be one of the hardest decks to play in this game, unironically. Because I've had a significant number of people tell me they've had really good success with this deck and it's been a lot of fun for them, and I've also had a number of people tell me they just can't win a game with it. And it has a lot of choices game to game. I feel like the people who are like, I can't win with it are probably missing something key. I want to crack them in the face with Odin.
fate's head will fall. To me.
I think I'm gonna burn this extra play point to put 2/2/2s into this.
Caught us off guard.
Coming through! Coming through! Wah!
This has literally been my, okay, we fell out of Diamond playing bad decks like Forest Craft. I'm gonna climb back to Diamond deck at every phase of the season.
They've gotta be the cutest.
It's very high roll. You see, I don't think I agree with that either. I think a lot of your games you're grinding out and going long. It's the opposite of high rolly.
Shine more than gold.
I win most games with this deck with like close to single-digit cards in my deck, if not single-digit cards. This deck's a grinder. High rolly decks are like killing you early. Burnite's definitely one of the most important cards of the Rune matchup. It's unfortunate we haven't had either of our two in the top half of our deck.
Create a richer future. Land beyond beckons.
Oh, you're running Coyotes. No, you don't need that card in ramp.
One strike fatality. Sardine swing.
I think I just used this to finish their board here.
Pay the price. Thunder roar.
Ruined perfectly good materials.
Coming through! Wah!
Our lack of both Burnite and Twilight Dragon to draw cards. Burnite to kill them or Twilight Dragon to draw cards has been unfortunate here. We also we only had one copy of Fallen and 22 cards, so we don't have the ability to slow them down either. Yeah, you play Genesis Dragon's the better finisher in this deck. Dude, deck list for this Dragon deck. You should make sure you go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Could have had this deck list last week.
New year, new me.
I think at this point, even if we find a what's her name, it's probably too late. A Burnite. The game's already ground for so long.
My language.
Coming through! Wah!
Yeah, the Onion 5-drop is like unironically probably the most powerful card that the Spellcraft deck got this season. It's very, very good. Yeah, I think part of what makes this deck so powerful and consistent is simply the amount of flexibility all of your cards have. Like, Philenin is a card that has like 6 different modes on it, right? Yes, Norman is the best card in the opponent's archetype this season, absolutely.
The spark of
What say
knowledge.
we retreat?
It's honestly really puzzling to me that the opponent's archetype, that this crest is permanent. I feel like every other crest in the game that does something similar is not a permanent effect.
Fate's head will roll.
Coming through!
Yes, fishy dragons. And at this point, they're gonna Coyotes plus Klybos. No Burnite, no Twilight. If we'd have had a Burnite this game, she'd have buried him over this many turns. It's honestly possible we want a third Burnite in the deck. I just don't know what I'd cut. I think I'd have to give up the third Odin. Oh yeah, that's a good point too, Nightblader. And not only is it an infinite crest, but it's an infinite crest where it puts them right on the board.
Land beyond beckons.
You're right, that is a little strange in comparison.
The spark of knowledge.
They've only played one Kuan, right? But I guess Twilight Dragon's not killing the Kuan anymore anyways. I just want to draw 3.
Ruined perfectly.
I guess. They're playing Snowman Army.
Open thine eyes, traitor.
That's fine, we're dead.
On to the next round.
Am I dead yet?
Let's get scorching.
Gotta be that one, yeah.
Only frost blooms in my dominion. Coming through, coming through. Wah! Yeah.
How can you stand heaven's hubris?
I'm not dead yet.
Bring calm to our ocean paradise.
I'm not dead yet.
Titus awaits.
Coming through, coming through. Wah!
Alright, we're running out of hat tricks to interact with the board.
Yeah. Fly free.
Restart a cracker.
Journey of 1,000 miles.
I'll put the third bird I did. It's the first card change we've made to this deck in like 50 games, but I think you really need the Birdite for that matchup. I think I cut the Odin. Is it Odin or is it Garyu? Maybe it's Garyu, actually. Yeah, do you see how long that game went? That's why Birdite's insane. Anytime you Birdite implement, they die. Cut a ramp card. Good gravy.
This brings me back. I long for sights unseen.
Cut a ramp card. I need to make sure I don't die early against Forcecraft.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
Cut a land for your 6 drop. Yep. It's a pretty peak Twitch chat suggestion, to be fair.
Frost blooms in my dominion. Let's play a game. What's happening to me? I pledge my life to this forest.
You're so fucking cooked.
The winged musician dons her mask
The fairy aggro deck is really good when it curves.
of the dragon. Forgive me, my liege.
I played some games with that on stream and killed a bunch of people. And then eventually you stop curving and your deck sucks.
A dragon never
If I hit a Neptune here, we have a shot. Oh, I'm actually 2 off of. I did this turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I'm actually 2 off of the Super Evo, so Neptune's probably not enough. I mean, that's our best possible.
Witness my kung fu.
They probably still dead though. Oh, you know what? I should have play pointed out this card last turn. Yeah,
Fun's not over yet.
that's what I needed to do. If I'd have play pointed this out last turn, I would have been able to trade with the 2/2 here.
How does one adult?
Oh gosh, they're playing Roach too.
Journey of a
Would that have mattered?
miles.
Nah, trading with the 2/2 wouldn't have mattered because they would have evolved as well. I have to say, I think I enjoy Shadowverse significantly more when aggro decks are not good. A lot of the aggro gameplay feels low agency.
This brings me back.
Can we not? I wasn't built for combat.
We should spend some time playing Puppets. People seem to be pretty low on Portal Craft, but both Puppets and Artifacts seem fine. Did he give up on Roach? Absolutely. Deck fucking sucks. 0% chance we play more Roach this season.
Rough and raring to go.
Do I play Rude? Nah, I think the Dimensional Climb deck is dry. No place here sucks, but I don't want to play this out and have it die. I want to draw a card with this next turn. Cry Freedom! Thanks for crying in Hoaglandia for the last 2 years. Appreciate that. Welcome back.
Our destination, the underworld. Rough and raring to go.
So once I evolve this, I gain an extra play point, which puts us into Overflow. That lets Soaring Dragon draw a card for us.
Song of the dragon.
Play Puppets next. No, we're not going to be playing Shadowverse long enough today to play another deck. We'll probably poke at Puppets on Saturday is the plan. For the regulars, by the way, I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I've got a family commitment. We're gonna do a Saturday stream this week to offset. I'll play a little bit more Shadowverse today, and then I'm gonna do a DC Dark Legion draft or two, and then Grand Arena releases for Marvel Snap at 2 o'clock. So we'll play their new game mode for a couple hours. It looks pretty good.
Rough and raring to go.
Now I'm annoyed.
You just barked up the wrong tree. Dragon never forgets.
How do you feel about flipping a coin on this? The downside's pretty bad. I think I'm into it though. My other option is like Odin this. I guess Odin doesn't flip. I can Odin kill this, attack this. That's probably the better play.
Fate's head will roll. To me, troops.
I really need a Neptune at some point so we can stabilize our life total. Our chip shots are going to add up into a Cerberus kill otherwise.
I treat all my specimens equally. Let's get gorgeous!
Harvey wants to Super Evo the Burnite, but I think I want to kill the board this turn, which this does.
None can escape the domain. Absolute zero.
Hulk Hogan died couldn't have happened to a nicer racist, but certainly not celebrating any death. Nah, I'm not that great. Hulk Hogan and the rest of the fascists can all rest in piss. I'll always condemn people taking acts of violence towards others, but people who are terrible just dying organically or lack thereof, fuck them. The world's a better place without them.
Of meat.
So
Save the place for you at my dinner table.
What's happening to me?
so aggressive. I really just think I need a copy of Neptune to be able to play the game. So I know this looks real weird, but I think we're supposed to do this. Would you consider Draconic Strike over Hinkdar? No, I don't think so. Hinkdar's a really solid turn 5 play.
Will never come.
Victory is mine. Good.
Alright, now we need to make sure we don't die to Odin number 2 plus Super Evo.
Too slow.
May your punishment bring calm.
And I'm actually gonna go ahead and clear one of these fish to gain another life and draw a call out of my deck here.
Will not stand.
Land beyond beckons.
You did this to me.
Dead to
To ash and boredom
dead to that, yeah.
Let's toast 'em. We can...
Yep.
Now I'm annoyed.
I'll char everything to a crispy
I'll be honest, this morning's Shadowverse gameplay was really good. I wanna do a DC Dark Legion draft or two to cleanse my palate, and then we're gonna shift on over to playing some Snap. We'll check out some more Shadowverse on Saturday morning to start the stream, but I'm pretty over it for today. Peace, Shadowversers.